Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Happy whatever day it is on your end. On my end, it is Saturday. And I wanted to vlog this weekend because I plan to finish 2 books that I started this weekend. One being 7 Days in June, and then another one which I'm trying to get started either tomorrow or Monday. I'm actually gonna start, if I started Monday, I'm starting 2 books on Monday because I have a buddy read. I'm going to be reading Home is Where the Bodies Are, finally, by Geneva Rose, because I planned to read it in the month of June and I wanted to get that out the way. But then my other read that I plan to start as soon as I finish this one, and this one I'm about 65% done. The other one is 710 Split, because I wanted to read that for Pride Month. So I kind of wanted to do a vlog. I should be getting a lot of reading done because we're actually about to hop on a road. My cousin is getting married today, hence the whole little, my hair is done. So yeah, I had to get my hair done for the wedding, and we will be heading out here in about 30 minutes. So I want to kind of introduce you guys to the vlog. I don't know how much footage I'm going to be doing for the vlog, but I know I wanted to come in and just talk about the books that I'm reading, because this month I said I was not going to do book reviews. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to go with the flow with my channel this month instead of doing so much book reviews. I know a lot of people like the book reviews, but I've been tossing these books back like vodka shots, so much so I hadn't had a chance to sit down, get my thoughts together for a full book review video like I would typically do, because I'm literally finishing one book, starting on the other. And when you are doing book reviews, you really need to review the book as soon as you finish with it, because you're gonna forget. You're gonna forget, no matter how many notes you jot down, like, you're gonna forget. So I was like, I'm gonna give myself a break on doing book reviews for this month. And honestly, I think I've been doing pretty well with other video ideas. So I don't know, but yeah, so I just wanted to stop in, say hey, and what's up to you guys. Like I said, I hope whatever day it is for you, you're having an amazing day. I'm going to be talking about 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. This is my second book by her, and as you guys know, I read a love song for Ricky Wild by her, and it was amazing. And I'm still debating on buying that book physically because I listened to the audiobook and it was amazing. But I think after starting this book, I think Tia Williams is going to become my autobiography author for me, because I love her writing style. I really love her writing style, and I know a lot of people has heard of 7 Days in June, and I specifically waited to read this book because it's the month of June, and so far it is so good. I want to read the synopsis for you guys because I don't want to give my own summary and not do the book justice. So it says, Eva Mercy is a single mom and best-selling erotica writer who is feeling pressed from all sides. Shane Hall is an award-winning novelist who, to everyone's surprise, shows up in New York. When Shane and Eva meet unexpectedly at a Black literary event, sparks fly. But what no one knows is that 15 years earlier, teenage Eva and Shane spent one crazy torrid week madly in love and have been secretly writing to each other in their books ever since. Over the next 7 days, amidst a steamy Brooklyn summer, Eva and Shane reconnect, but Eva's wary of the man who broke her heart. Before Shane disappears again, she needs a few questions answered. With its keen observations of creative life in America today, as well as the joys and complications of being a mother and a daughter, 7 Days in June is hilarious, romantic, sexy as hell story of two writers discovering their second chance at love. Y'all, I went into this book blind. I had no clue what it was about. And the reason why I went into it blind is because I heard so many people talking about it. And I was just like, I want to see what the hype is about. One thing about me is, and I've told you guys this before, is I don't let reviews, whether good or bad, deter me from reading a book and forming my own opinion. But I do know that this book was just super hype. Like, people was like, if you don't like this, we can't be friends type of hype. And I'm just like, I don't know, y'all setting the bar pretty high for a book. But this book has been good. I've taken it with me to the hair shop to get my hair done. I've been reading it on my lunch breaks at work. I've been reading it at home. Like, I've just been reading it. So it is so good. And what I was trying to do, because each chapter, like there's a lot of chapters, and each chapter is listed by day. And what I was trying to do was mimic the chapters for each day of the week. But yesterday, which was Friday, I didn't really get a chance to read. And then I was still on Thursday. So Friday will be next. So yeah, y'all, the book is really good. I am enjoying it. So far, my favorite part of the book is when they went to that, what was it? It was some type of house. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it, but I screenshotted it. The Dream House. The Dream House. And I'm just going to read this page to y'all. It says, the Dream House rules. Welcome to the Dream House. No smoking, vaping, eating, drinking, cell phone use, picture taking, talking above a whisper, touching, or exchanging of bodily fluids permitted. This is a safe space. Don't make it weird. Please store valuables in a locker. If you're in a private room, feel free to close the door, but there are no locks. Each person is assigned a freshly washed pillow and blanket. Please toss in the linen basket when you're done. When your hour is up, your sleep guide will give you a gentle nudge. Please do not strike the sleep guide. He, she, they, is, are simply doing his, her, their job. And what's your job, you ask? To do 3 things: relax, restore, and recharge. And then there's a quote. And Flights of Angels sings 3 to thee, rest. Hamlet. Y'all, can we get a dream house in real life? Like, this sounds amazing. First of all, it sounds like a cute date, for one. For two, it sounds like a perfect mommy getaway. Like, if you are a mom, then you get it. I think in not West Memphis, in not Holly Springs, and Magic Springs, Arkansas, they are known for relaxation, and they're known for places like this. And y'all, it was so dreamy. Like, that has been my favorite part of the book so far. And the stuff that goes down in there, even though there's rules, the stuff that went down in there, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm about to get about 30 more minutes in of reading, and then we're finna pack up this car. The car is probably already packed. I'm pretty sure the car's already packed. So I'm gonna get some more reading in before we actually step out and leave. And then I'll see y'all when I see y'all. So we are taking a mini rest break on our little road trip, and I finally made it to the 7th day in the book, which is Saturday, because it started on Sunday, and I'm finally at Saturday. And what I can say about this book is, first of all, my rating so far is between a 5 and a 4.5. It's really gonna depend on the ending of the book on whether it's gonna be the 5 or the 4.5. I don't really do the 4.75 and all of that, but so far I'm really loving the book, and I think I'm liking this book more than A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. And I forgot what I rated that book. As I'm editing, I will put what I rated the book right here, but I forgot what I rated the book. But I feel like this one is topping that one, and I'm seeing the hype. But I still need to read this last day to fully see, but I'm loving it. So I already read the synopsis for you guys, and basically we're following the two characters, Eva and Shane. They had, you know, 1 week, 7 days together back when they were in high school. Some stuff happened that kind of pulled them apart. They're both writers, authors, or whatever. Shane pops up at this author event at which he knew Eva was gonna be at, but Eva didn't know that he was popping up on her. He is coming there basically to apologize to her. I'm not gonna tell you why, because obviously I don't want to spoil the book, but he's basically coming to apologize to her. And you know, it's some hidden stuff that Eva really don't know why the two were separated. What she thinks the reason is she's holding it against him, but then when he comes back, he's basically telling her, nah, you missing some information, this is what happened. So I got to the part where she finds out what truly happened or whatever, and y'all, I just love it. Like, I love it so much. Her daughter Audrey, I love her. She is the same age as my baby girl, which is 12, and Eva is experiencing that preteen, middle school dramatics, and I am entering that phase in my life. Like, my little girl is going to the 7th grade, so they remind me so much of each other. The only difference is Audrey really ain't got her studies down pat, but as far as her being a social butterfly, being very outspoken, saying what's on her mind, and knowing what she's talking about, being very smart and mature, can engage in conversation with adults within reason, not like a child being in a grown person's place, but is smart enough to have thorough and engaged conversations. And just her being a social butterfly reminds me of my baby girl. However, Audrey, she ain't paying attention in school. Like, her grades is failing. My baby girl is the opposite. Like, she's straight A on the road since she touched grade school. She's never made less than a B. She's always had A's and B's. So I love Audrey though, because she's a free spirit. You cannot little girl her. Like, you know how you can tell kids something to kind of, you don't want them in grown folks business, so you kind of give them a cleaner version of it to basically get them out your face. Like, Audrey, you could give her a cleaner version and she could read between the lines, and she gonna circle the block and be like, so yeah, and about this. And that's how my little girl is too. So don't worry about trying to get, you know, them out your face and just throwing any type of information at them, because they can read in between the lines, and they're just very smart and intelligent in that way. So I love that. Eva's mom, you know, I'm not gonna say, you know, when people have tough relationships with their moms and then they become adults, they have to learn that we only get one chance at being a parent, right? And it's not like we're given a parent handbook on how to be a parent. And some people live total different lives, meaning some people have a struggling upbringing, very, very hard. And then some people have it very, very well. And with that, if you have kids, they're just falling into place at whichever lifestyle you're living, and they're doing the best that they can. So I'm gonna leave that there, because the relationship between Eva and her mom is different. I'm not gonna say toxic, but it's very much different, and it definitely impacted her as an adult. What I can say is, another thing about Eva, she struggles with like severe headaches. And I mean very severe, to the point where if it rains outside, she will have the worst headache ever. And she said something like she has to parent from her bed a lot, because her headaches are that bad. Like, she's checking homework from the bed, she's doing hair from the bed, ordering takeout from the bed, like she's parenting from the bed. So she does struggle with headaches. Shane struggles with some things too, and I don't want to give that away, but that's how they end up meeting and becoming friends in high school, because they realize that they're both struggling with something and they need that person. So I'm really, really loving this book. Like I said earlier, I didn't know what to expect. I went into it blind simply because it was super hyped. So because it was super hyped, I didn't want to like really indulge into what the book was about. I just wanted to jump in and kind of figure it out, and I'm loving it so far. So hopefully, I'm not even sure how much longer we got before we arrive to our destination, because I'm not really tracking it. I'm a passenger princess. I'm not tracking a thing. I'm not looking at the GPS. I don't care. Passenger princess all the way down. And I did show y'all my iced coffee from Dunkin'. I use my points. So when I use my points, I get the biggest and most expensive coffee I can get with my points. So I used 500 points, and I got a cold brew. I got 3 shots of vanilla, 3 caramel swirls, 6 cream, and a shot of espresso, and it had cold foam on top when I showed it to you guys. And this is my go-to order. It's not super sweet. It's not sweet at all, really is not sweet, because when you add that shot of espresso, it just throws everything off. So yeah, but I'm about to continue reading and see how this book ends. Hopefully it ends. Hopefully I finish with it before we arrive at our destination. That way on tomorrow I can start something new. It is the next day, and you guys, as you know, I went to a wedding yesterday. And so after the last clip, I'm trying to see how much more did I read. I read like half of the last and final chapter, and like I just showed you guys, I had it wrong. We were reading from Sunday in the past till Sunday in the present, so it didn't go from Sunday to Saturday. It went from Sunday in the past to Sunday in the present. So we are about to get on the road, and I'm about to finish up this last chapter and then get started on my next book, because this I really should have made it more of a priority, but this is going to be the next book that I read once I'm finished with 7 Days in June. So the 7-10 split. I've seen a couple of my mutuals reading it, and the text is pretty big in this book. Like, so I should put a nice dent in it. Our commute is only a 3-hour drive. So, and I'm not like a Speedy Gonzalez reader. I can read about 2 chapters in 30 minutes or something like that. So we're gonna see how far I get into that and go ahead and get 7 Days in June finished. Alright y'all, so today is Monday and I am at work, but I want to come with a little update for you guys on the books that I was reading. So as you guys seen, I finished 7 Days in June, and y'all, the book was amazing. It was super duper amazing. I will tell you guys my rating when I do my June's reading wrap up, but let's just say that if it wasn't for the epilogue, I would have tossed that book and been pissed the heck off, because that epilogue, it brought the book together. It brought it together. So if you read the book and you are one of those people that be skipping the epilogue, do not skip the epilogue on 7 Days in June. It's gonna wrap the story up and it's gonna give you the ending that you want and need. The epilogue was beautiful. I can say her daughter Audrey was my favorite throughout the entire book. Like, she reminded me of my baby girl, and I think I already said this before, but she does remind me of my baby girl so freaking much. I was like, yeah, she's so cute. I love her, and she's very smart. She's wise behind her years for sure. I just loved it. So all of the hype that y'all hear about 7 Days in June, believe it, because it's definitely true. Well, at least it's true for me. And so I did start 7-10 split yesterday on my way home. I am now on chapter 10, and I really wanted to read that book in one day, but by the time I got home yesterday, I was so tired from traveling. Like, no matter how I travel, whether it's car, plane, train, whatever, I'm super tired. And it was a quick trip, but I was just super tired, so I didn't get a chance to do it in one day. But what I can say is the book is coming out kind of cute. We're following 2 characters. One name is Ava and one name is Grace. They used to be really, really close friends when they were in high school, and they played on the same bowling team. And Ava is a teacher at a small town high school, and Grace came in as a new teacher, and they hadn't seen each other in over a decade, basically since they graduated high school. And when they graduated high school, they did not end their friendship on the best of terms. So now they're seeing each other for the first time in a long time, and the story is just going up from there. So it's pretty cute. It is dual POV, but the one thing I don't like is that the chapters are numbered, and it doesn't give you like the name of whose point of view we're getting. You really have to read to kind of know whose point of view we're getting. These are my favorite. So I'm getting ready to start this book on my lunch break. I'm doing a buddy read with one of my bookish friends over on Bookstagram. So these 2 are going to be the last books that I read to complete the month of June. Libby just released a hold for me, but I don't think I'm going to start that book yet. I think I'm going to wait, because I can do it. I can borrow it for 21 days. So I think I'm going to wait before I start that book. But I'm so excited on getting started with this. So excited. I know the reviews has been mixed, but I can't wait to read it and kind of like form my own opinion about it. So yeah, this is what I'm about to start right now because I am on my lunch break. And yeah, this is a dope book. So dope. So yeah, I just want to come in and give y'all a little update. I didn't know what this vlog was going to entail, but it looks like it's a little cute reading vlog or whatever. Finishing up my last books for the month. So yeah, these are gonna be my last two. I'm not forcing anything else, not even if Libby releases a whole, because I don't have the mental capacity to do anything more than this for the month of July. I want to start the month of August fresh. I mean, did I say July? I did. The month of June. I want to start the month of July fresh. And yeah, that's my update. Hey y'all, so I'm back with another reading update. I started Home is Where the Bodies Are yesterday. I started on my lunch break, as y'all seen, and I am now at chapter 12. And so far so good. The chapters are short, which I like. They're not long and drawn out, and multiple point of views, which they are cool until I notice we're getting some point of views from the past from other characters. And so instead of labeling it as the past, they just got the character's name. But obviously if you read the book, then you know who the character is. I don't really want to go over the synopsis because I feel like everybody has been reading this book. But yeah, so far so good. Like I told you guys yesterday, I am buddy reading it with my friend from Bookstagram, and we are doing the buddy read on Fable, and it's my first time using Fable, and I really like it. I really like it. I've done buddy reads before, however we usually just text about it or DM about what we're reading, but I really like how on Fable you can leave comments for each chapter that you're reading, which is so cool, because if somebody is reading ahead of another person, they won't get any spoilers, and they could just comment and communicate up until the chapter that they are currently at. So I really like Fable. It's pretty dope. So shout out to all of you guys who have mentioned Fable and used Fable. Now I see what the hype is about. So yeah, so far so good. A good start. Okay, a good start. It went straight in. It didn't give us a slow start. So I'm just anxious to see how we get when we're in the meat and potatoes of the story, because like I said before, it's a lot of mixed reviews on this book, which is to be expected because everybody is not gonna like everything, and that's fine. So yeah, I just want to come back with that update. And I did not read any of the 710 Split yesterday, so I plan to read this on my lunch break, and if I can get some in between time, and then pick back up on this evening when I get home. But what I think I'm gonna do is go ahead and finish up the books and then come back to you guys when I have final thoughts of the two, because No, I'm lying. So once I get to the midpoint of both books, then I will come back and talk to you guys about how I feel, because I'm kind of at the same spot for both books. Like on this one, like I said, I'm on chapter 12, and then on this one, I'm on chapter 10. So I haven't really gotten into the midpoint of the book. So once I get to the midpoint of the books, then I'll come back with another update. So then I'll do a midpoint update, and then I'll do a final update. That way this video is not too long, because I didn't expect this video to be too long, but because I started 2 books with you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and finish them. So yeah, that's my update for now. And then I can't wait to see, I really can't wait to see how this one plays out, with the 2 both having the same idea to do the bowling team, because the way that the idea was introduced to the staff was really, really petty. So we finna get into some messiness in this one, so I'm anxious to see how that kind of plays out. So yeah, I'm gonna continue reading today and get basically to the midpoint of both books, and I'll be back when I have another update. All right, you guys, I'm on my lunch break. You might hear the AC. I'm so sorry, but it's literally 105 degrees today. So I wanted to come and give you guys a better reading update on this book, because I know when I first gave you guys an update, I was about 40-50 pages in. So I'm like, let me give you guys a better update of this book before I come back and be like, hey y'all, I finished the book. So I'm about 110 pages in. So it's about 2 characters, one named Ava, one named Grace. Ava is a high school teacher. Grace is a university student teacher, decided to make a career change and decided to move back home to a small town in Georgia, at which Ava teaches high school, and she decided that she was going to start teaching high school as well. Ava and Grace has history from when they were in school together. They were like this. They both played on a bowling team, and apparently their friendship ended on a not so high note, and we're trying to figure out why, what happened, right? This is a queer romance, so of course it's some stuff going on between them that is a little bit more than just being best friends, right? So we're trying to figure out what's tea, what's going on. So Ava has been trying to get her principal Mr. Roberts, to allow her to have a bowling team at their high school. And he's like, nah, we ain't got the funding for that. We ain't got the funding for that. And basically, it's a small town high school, so all the funding that they have, they use it towards the football team. And he was like, they do not have time to be doing no bowling team. Well, when Grace started working there, she had mentioned a bowling team to one of their colleagues, and the colleague was like, yeah, Ava's been trying to get a bowling team started here, whatever, but the principal has been so hesitant on getting it started, complaining about funding. Well, come to find out, the principal asked Grace, when she became a teacher and signed the 2-year contract to teach there, he asked her, if you have any ideas for extracurricular activities that you might want to lead, let us know. So she went to him like, hey, what about a bowling team? But not throwing it out there as her idea. She was throwing it out there as an idea that Ava had brought up multiple times, and she was just piggybacking it, bagging off of it. And he was like, yeah, that sounds like a grand idea. Like, he didn't give her no pushback on the idea. And so it's the first week for them back in school before the students come back, and they're holding like their training or their welcome back assembly for the teachers only. And in the assembly, the principal announces that Grace is starting a bowling team And she's going to be the head coach with Ava as her assistant. And Ava looking like, what the hell? I came up with that idea. How the hell she come up in this damn school and now you okay with having a damn bowling team? Then you make me her assistant? Well, it pissed Ava off. Ava like, what the heck going on? But it also pissed Grace off because Grace wanted to do research. She wanted to have all of the answers to the questions that the school and the faculty will be asking her on how to get this bowling team started at the school. She did not think that the principal was going to go and announce that the bowling team was going to get started and that she was going to be the coach. And Ava, before he even talked to Ava, he ain't even asked Ava. He ain't even asked her, did she want to be assistant? He just made her do it, basically. So Grace took it up on herself to go talk to the principal, Roberts, and explain to him, hey, look, I wasn't trying to step on nobody's toes. I was piggybacking off of Ava's idea, and I would much rather be her assistant than for her to be mine, because she's been bringing this idea up to you before I even got here. Well, I think Principal Roberts got some beef with Ava because he was like, nah, I want you to do it. Like, you know, he like, I really want you to do it, and I want Ava to be your assistant. And she like, I ain't feeling it. Like, I ain't feeling it like that. I ain't feeling it. So she goes back and she's talking to Ava about it. Ava already got all the plans because, like I said, she's been trying to get this bowling team at the school for 2 years already. So she's already talked to who she needs to talk to, got budget, all of that. So her and Grace both go and approach Principal Roberts with everything. And then they told him the only stipulation they have is that they be co-coaches and not a coach and an assistant. And then he hit them back with a stipulation like, okay, I'll let y'all do that, because for some reason he don't like Ava and we need to figure out why. He was like, okay, I'll let y'all do that, but one stipulation, y'all got 6 months to win a championship. And they like, what? 6 months? What? So that, them coaching this bowling team, it's not only gonna make them get closer at school, it's probably gonna get them to be closer outside of school too. So I'm interested in seeing where this leads to. I'm interested in knowing what happened between them two, because they were in high school. It was like a decade ago. So they were in high school when they stopped being friends. Something happened. So I'm interested in knowing what happened, why they stopped being friends. And I'm rooting for them because I want them to be together. Like, y'all obviously like each other. And yeah, so that's where I am in the book. It is pretty good. Ava has a best friend named Brad that works with her. He has a boyfriend that cooks really, really good food. So this book was the perfect book for me to finish out the month of June. I was going to say I wish I had picked up more queer books to read this month, but I think this will be my 3rd book I read this year, because I read Ace of Spades and I read You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. So I just be picking up books. I don't care. If I like them, I like them. So that's that. So yeah, I just wanted to come and give you guys a update. I really want to finish this book today. It's a short book, so hopefully I can read some on my break. And then when I get home, after I cook dinner and get settled in and stuff like that, hopefully I could put a big dent in this book. I'm an average reader. I'm not gonna say I'm a fast reader or a slow reader. I read pretty averagely, so hopefully I can do that. When I'm reading on my Kindle, I take my Kindle to the gym with me and read it while I'm doing my cardio, but I'm pretty hesitant on bringing a physical book to the gym with me, but we'll see how far I get. But yeah, so I just want to come bring you guys another update on this book, a better update than what I gave you guys the first time, because I wasn't even scratching the surface. Hey y'all, so it is Saturday on my end. I'm hoping you guys are having a good day, whichever day you guys are watching this. It's probably gonna be a Sunday. This video is going up on Sunday, which is tomorrow. So I want to come and give you guys my final update on these last two books I'm reading. The 7-10 Split and Home is Where the Bodies Are. I took the sleeve off because I'm actively reading it. I think I'm at about 80%. But this one here, I finished it and it was cute. I posted a book review on my Bookstagram page, so if you want to go check that out, you can. It was cute. So the ending, I love the ending of the book. It was just a cute read for me. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it was super cute. I never read a bowling romance before, and I don't know. And see, it really wasn't about them bowling. It was really about them forming a bowling team at their school. So, but they were pro bowlers when they were in grade school. So yeah. But anyway, it was very cute. And definitely gave me all of the queer Pride Month vibes. I love that. Had some spice in here. So, like I'm telling all of my people, don't let this cover fool you. It's not a YA novel. This is not YA. The cover is giving YA, but this is not YA. So, did have some spice in here. The principal was still a butthead, but they got him straight. They got him together. It wasn't anything in the book that I dislike. It's just the story was kind of, it was just a cute read. Like, it was just cute. It's nothing negative to say about it, and it's nothing super good to say about it. It was just a cute and fun read. That's the only way that I can explain this book. If you want to see my rating again, go look at it on my Bookstagram page, or when I do my reading wrap up, which is coming up soon, you can see my rating on there. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I would recommend it if you just want something quick. This is 286 page book, and it's a quick read if you don't have any responsibilities. I work, I got kids, I got a family, so I couldn't just sit here in a day. But if you're single, or you know, your kids are away, your family are away, and you just have an entire day to read, this is a good book for that. You just want something cute, maybe a palate cleanser. Yes. Now, a second book to this one is coming out in winter of 2025, and it's talking about one of the sisters story. And I don't know if I'm really excited about it, because you didn't give us anything to be excited about. Like, you didn't tell us much about the sisters for us to want more, if that makes sense. So we'll see. We'll see. Ain't no telling what my movie gonna be like next year in the winter time. So we'll see. But it is a part 2 coming out to this one. So if you want something cute, fun to read, pride representation, queer romance, this is for you. Check it out. Now, Home is Where the Bodies Are. Like I said, I'm 80% in. I'm about to sit here and finish it. But so far, I'm giving this book like, I don't know what I'm gonna land on finally, but it's given between 3.5 and 4 star for me. Of course, you'll know what my final rating is when I do my June's reading wrap up. But what I can say is the chapters are short, which I love. I wouldn't say the book is fast paced. It's kind of drawn out. However, I'm engaged. So it's keeping me engaged, although it's drawn out. Now, the thing about me is I don't mind a slow burn. So when something is just slow, I just move with the flow of the book. If it's slow, I'm gonna be reading you slow. Like, you know, I'm just gonna be moving with the flow of the book. Will this be my favorite Geneva Roses book? I can tell you right now, no. The Perfect Marriage is still gonna trump this one. Is this gonna be a terrible book? No, but I haven't gotten to the end yet. So I'm in the meat and potatoes of the book. Like I said, I'm buddy reading this for one of my friends from Bookstagram. We're on Fable, chit-chatting, talking about it, and I just love that. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I know it was a lot of mixed reviews on this book, and a lot of people were like, she missed with this one. I don't know an author that hits every time. And if you know an author that hits every time, drop them in my comments so I can go check their work out. Like, period. I don't know an author that hits every time. I just don't. So with that being said, keep a lookout for my June's reading wrap up. You're gonna hear my final thoughts and my final ratings over there, since I'm not officially done with the book here on this video. Like I said, I'm at 80%. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this knocked out since it's Saturday and get this video up for you guys tomorrow. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if y'all want more videos like this, because it was kind of a week in my life, because I went from Saturday to Saturday with you guys. But not so much of my life, but reading with me for a week or whatever. If y'all want more videos like this, leave me a comment, let me know that you want more videos like this, and I'll bring them to you guys. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really appreciate you guys. I appreciate all of the support. I appreciate all of your engagement with me. My community here is grand and I love it. I've come a long way when it comes to my YouTube journey, and I'm really just getting started when it comes to my booktube journey, and I'm so excited about it. So that's all I got for you guys, and until the next video, peace out.